Hey guys, LionSteel, the Bestman, and I've been watching this knife for several months. I mean, it's kind of been on my radar, on my list of knives to talk about. I like the design. It's a slip joint. It's M390. It's titanium. It's carbon fiber. The fit and finish is really nice on it. I kind of like this crowned backspacer they've got in here, lock bar, etc., and the blade to match that. And this one is a drop point. They have different blade shapes, and then they have a two-bladed one. That's the Bestman 2. This is the Bestman 1, or just the Bestman. 6.6 inches overall length, 2.875 blade length, cutting edge 2.75, that kind of thing. Bowler like M390, like I said, satin grind, lightweight, small, gent carry. Where's the pocket clip? There isn't a pocket clip. You don't need a pocket clip because it's a small knife. You just throw it in your pocket like Grandpa used to do, like people still do today. You buy a case knife or a folding buck knife or some of those pocket knives, you just throw it in your pocket. Now, you got titanium here. I don't think the carbon fiber is going to mark up, but if you got a lot of metal objects in your pocket, you're going to end up with scratches because that's titanium. Sorry, that's just the way that rolls. So, M390 blade, I haven't had this hardness tested, but in the past they've been around maybe 58. I think the highest I've seen is a 59. So, nah, they're not in. I mean, the ones I've tested have not been in our official green zone of a 60 to a 62. But you know what? I might go ahead and just send this in and get it poked because I don't want to say, oh, this is under 60 unless I've actually had it tested. So I will have it tested. But, you know, some people like their M390 a little softer because it's easier to sharpen. It makes it easier to maintain that way. But M390 to me is kind of made to be like a Ferrari. And it's either all in or forget about it. Just go to a different steel. And M390 is tough to heat treat in large batches. And I know guys that are, you know, kind of into blade steels, and they're going, M390 really shouldn't be used as a production steel. It should be used by individual custom makers that can control the heat treat in very, very small batches. So it's finicky, it's difficult. So yes, most of the M390 is right at best, at 60. I've seen 62.5, and that's the highest I've seen on a production knife. And that was a Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and one at a 61.8, which was my TS68 from Tucson Knives. Several other Tucson knives at 60 or 60.4. So it's tough. I don't see a lot there. And the rest of them are barely getting the chin up. Tuya knives, recent, you know, their last, so many batches of M390 in different models have been right at 60. But nobody's pulling much over that. Carbon fiber, nicely done. Fit and finish is nice on these knives. Looks like you can take these scales off if you want, and I'm not going to disassemble this because this is a slip joint, and I just, you know, that's just not my thing. You can see from the factory there's a little bit of stuff added here, and there's a little bit of lubrication here that they've put in this lock face, etc. Or not really lock, but you know what I'm saying. So, is it sharp? Can it cut anything? Let's see. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm not as particular about overall heat treat as some people are, so I can let it pass because I'm more of a junkie about the design, and I think the design is really nice here. Obviously, you know, the design doesn't necessarily flow as well, but that's just all part of being a slip joint. That's just one of those things they got to do there. You got to wrap around spacer here or bar, part of that slip joint lock mechanism, and it comes through this far. So that's all the blade they could put in there without running interference. That's it. Now, let's take a look at what we've got for thickness on the blade. And it's not very thick. It's 0.09, 2.3 millimeters, and overall thickness right at 12, which is 0.47. So fairly slender there. Fairly slender blade stock. Let's make sure I got everything I could. Yeah, that's right up on this flat here. So there you go. And once again, confirm the 2.8. It's under 3 inches, and it is just a tad under 3 inches, about 75 millimeters overall. 6.6 inches at not quite 17 centimeters. And the weight. But don't you like the design? I do. And you can get these in, I'll show you in a little bit, but they're around 135, 140 bucks depending, and then you can get them in or in my card. I can't remember if it's G10, but my card as well as a carbon fiber. And you can get them in different blade shapes, and then they do have a 2-bladed version. So 68, almost 69 grams. 2.43 ounces, you know. That's a bug out contender right there. But yes, I like the design flow. Blade to handle length is where it can be and is. It's not going to be more than that just because of the way the knife is constructed. You know, the carbon fiber, you can feel this transition here, but it looks pretty well done to me. You see, I mean, they've kind of given it an intentional separation in here and here as well. But no, I do like the design. And this is general, I mean, this is not collector knife exclusive or anything. This is just a regular production. And 139. And there's the stats, some of the stats right there. But also, just wanted to show you a couple of quick pictures. This is also the stats here when you know, right hand, left hand. Well, of course, because there's no pocket clip. So as far as carry goes, this and that, 3.75 inch handle. But you can see the green micarta, also Santos wood, I believe is what that is. That might be. So different types. And you can see the blade. There's a different blade offering as well than that drop point, and a 2-bladed version. So check that out. Interesting. Also, LionSteel's coming out. Well, they are already out with an integral slip joint called the Thrill, and I will attempt to get one of those. They will be in titanium and or in aluminum. Titanium, right, $240 some, but aluminum more like 143. So kind of a couple of different choices depending on your budget and your tastes. You may prefer aluminum, actually. I'm thinking I might. So yeah, this is interesting. As far as ergos go, it's really neutral here. So, and all my fingers fit on here. All my fingers fit on there. That's good. I'm good. Reverse grip, if I needed to do that, there it is. And yes, that's comfortable as well. Like I said before, fit and finish is good on this. Really light, titanium, carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is done well. And that's real carbon fiber all the way through. So, you know, if you're a slip joint or traditional fan, this might be a consideration. It's not terribly expensive. It'd be one that you could carry, maybe pass down. Yeah, that's strong. It's centered. Plunge looks good. Yeah. Interesting knife. Nice gent carry, nice lightweight, throw in the pocket. Still be very, very classy. Comes in a box, just very standard, and a little bit of paperwork. BM1 CF. Nothing overly fancy there. It's sharp out of the box. Yeah, I like slip joints. There's nothing wrong with them. And they're nice, lightweight, gent carry. And we love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.